they can stop.
Okay, so you're saying that you have enough furniture that if you wanted your own antique mall, you could do that.
Exactly, furniture and accessories.
Uh-huh. And so I was wondering a little something about when you go to Europe. Do you go all over Europe, or do you just go primarily to France?
That's a good question. We go primarily to France. We thought about expanding and going through more countries, but we decided not to, from the simple reason that once you go to one place, like specialize in one place, you know, by quality, by prices, by knowledge, roots, and everything that comes out of it. So we chose French because they have the best craftsmanship back in the previous decades.
So when you go to an antique seller in France, do you go to their shop and decide, well, I'm going to buy this item and spend a lot of time trying to pick the individual items, or do you buy it in a little larger quantity?
That's what divides us from similar dealers. We don't spend time too much about picking a few items from a store. We just go and buy the whole warehouse or the whole store to get better prices and to like fill in containers for our demanded customers.
So when you go there, you walk into a store and you say, what's your best price for the whole thing? Now, does it just take like 5 minutes and you're out the door, or is there more to it?
Unfortunately, each dealer takes around 2 to 3 hours of negotiating at this scale, because we don't, as I said, buy a few pieces. And sometimes I put the offer before I even ask for an offer, just put it. And mostly they accept our offers, or I just ask them and then we negotiate.
I see. And when you're negotiating, besides the price, what are some of the other things that come up? You talk about, I don't know, the terms of what they do for you, or what are some, besides the price, what else do you negotiate about?
Delivery sometimes, but usually it's like all known. We're colleagues in business. Just sometimes the way of payments, if it's by checks or by cash, but mostly we pay cash, and if it's by check, it's a checked cash. So if I go to France, I spend 100 to 100 grand on each journey, and it's very difficult, but that is what dividing us from.
And so when you make these buying trips, generally how long does it take?
It takes around 10 to 14 days, depends on client demands.
And when you go there, do you eat in the local restaurants, or do you bring your own food? How do you do that?
Since we sleep in the Montmartre zone, it's known for kosher restaurants. We buy food at the grocery, and we take with us in the car because we travel miles and miles and we can't find.
So you buy the food in the groceries and you eat it as you go along?
Yeah.
What are some of the foods on the road like that you'd be eating? You'd like bread
sandwiches,
and cheese?
Yeah.
So these are prepared sandwiches?
Yeah.
What kind of sandwiches? Like cheese sandwiches?
Yeah, cheese is very easy to make. France is very known for its excellent food. At 1 o'clock, I had a few times when I came to buy a big, lot of items from the dealer, and 1 o'clock he saw me coming, but he preferred to go to a restaurant, eat, than getting with me. So it's kind of different mentality of working with French people.
And I was wondering about when you're there for 14 days, at night do you go to the clubs and bars, or do you work on stuff late at night? How do you spend your nights when you're on these trips?
At nighttime, it's opposite hours than America. Usually I come home and I make phone calls to my clients, to my business, get more details, to tell what I found for them. And after that, I'm just so tired from the whole day
So
stress. So
when
to
you,
go
when you
sleep.
make these phone calls and you email them, how do you do that? Do you bring your computer, your laptop with you?
Of course, I bring.
And
the
what sort of
laptop.
laptop do you bring with you?
I have an HP laptop. I have a local phone with a local number.
So you have a local cell phone, so when you're there, so what, the cell phone that you use there, what sort of a cell phone is it?
Every time a different
Oh.
cell phone. It's
And so at night, you're continuing to work, you're working, you're contacting the customer